learning never expires. Learning does not have an expiration date. And then for learning, you need to teach first. You teach and then you learn.
As a teacher, you should be considered one of the most privileged individuals because you impact people. In our academic priesthood, being a teacher is really a privilege. You really touch the person. Ultimately, a great community is formed by great individuals. The concept of global happiness, it's, I think, a metaphor. Individuals matter. You have to make people to understand that connecting with individuals makes the difference.
Teacher-student interaction comes the real thrill of being a teacher. Seeing the teaching, learning process, watching students grow, it's critical. Understanding the power that comes with teaching, because it's not a money profession, okay? It's a power profession, power to influence people in a positive way, permanently in essence, for the remainder of their life, to encourage them to be lifelong learners and to want to be teachers, to influence others in a similar way. I try to influence people to be teachers in general. They just happen to be scientists. I think it's a great profession. I have done nothing but teach or been in academia or school since first grade, literally, and I can't imagine being in any other profession. It's the best profession in the world.
One of the things that seems to have a big effect on my students, and I mean, maybe it's kind of intimidating sometimes, but I make an effort to learn their names, and again, to a lot of them it seems like they'd rather I didn't do that, because now I'm not just a face in the crowd like this, he's paying attention to me, right? And some of them, would rather not have that, but the flip side of that is some of them, that's the first time somebody's actually, addressed them by name in one of their classes since they got out of high school. A big part of it is just trying to show that you're supportive, show that you're there for them. The reason why we exist is to provide opportunities for people who would not otherwise have them. I don't take that responsibility lightly, and I feel like just showing interest in my students seems to be something that is alien to them at times, right? Just that I do want them to succeed rather than just perform the task at hand. This shouldn't be a zero-sum game. It shouldn't be, we turn your dollars into an education. It should be, I learn a lot from my students, right? Like I've had a lot of people from a lot of different cultures, and I've learned a lot because of that.
So after bachelor's, what happens is back in Nepal, you get like 6 months off. So I had my bachelor's degree, so right after completing a bachelor's degree, there was an ad on newspapers that, hey, they're looking for middle school science teacher, right? So I said, I have a bachelor's degree and I have like 6-month grace period. The biology major was because I wanted to go to med school. Right, med school. So during that phase, that 6 months break, I got an opportunity to teach middle school. When I say middle school, 7th and 8th grade science and math teachers. Trust me, believe it or not, I never turned back after those 6 months of experience of teaching. I was like, you know what? Forget medical school, I'm going to teaching route. After that, I got my master's, I got my PhD. It's been always teaching and teaching, teaching, teaching. That's it.
Teaching is the most important action or act in an academic system, but rarely it's what makes the university to stand out in a national ranking. It's more the other side. So somehow my desire is to find a better balance in between the two components.
That's the joy that I get, is just leading people to these opportunities. That's the best thing about being a teacher from my perspective. That's what Lamar is. We're a regional university. We exist to create opportunities for people, right? That's easily the most fulfilling thing about it.
When you teach, the impression you leave on students, sometimes it will impact their, in their long-term career too. That happened to me because my teaching experience within that 6 months impacted me my entire life, that, I never moved back from teaching.